What's going on, guys? Give us another brand new podcast, and welcome back to another episode of Weekly Fortnite Recap for the week Sunday, March 22nd to Saturday, March 28th. Hope you guys had an amazing week this week. This week, we actually have like some kind of bad news on like the side of Epic. We're gonna get like there probably on Tuesday, like when we talk about it. But for now, we have, but other than that, we also have like some pretty good news, some pretty like leaks about like the next season and all that stuff. So hopefully this should be exciting. So if you guys enjoy, make sure to subscribe, like, turn to the video. If you guys want to support honest hobbies like Code Gears, team to support me. Go check out Weekly Fortnite Recap. Or actually, wait, what am I saying? Follow and leave a rating on Spotify, and also use code Gaber10 for 10% off at Advance if you guys want to support me when buying some amazing supplements. And let's get started. So starting out for Sunday, March 22nd, we have some encrypted Fortnite files. So file 1 is the original Fortnite skin, file 2 is an icon emote, file 5 is a new sidekick, file 7 is an icon emote, file 9 is an icon emote for bundle. That might be like the, what's the emote called again? Chio or something? Yeah, it's like in Chio, something like that. Chona, sorry. The Chona emote, so might be. Apple skin, which is encrypted for months. This is the skin that was like supposed to come out like when the Apple like lawsuit kind of ended. If you guys want to hear a little bit more about that, I made a video like a few months ago. I'm pretty sure back like last year sometime about like the whole entire like Fortnite Apple like lawsuit and like what happened to like the old like Fortnite like app or Fortnite like the old Fortnite app or whatever. Then we also have file 16, which is an unknown new car, and file 18, which is two new skins, Backwing, Pickaxe, and Emote, which might be Hercules. And there are 5 more encrypted files, but for now, I don't know what's stored in those. So, pretty cool. We also have some news that a new cel-shaded collab skin seems to be coming soon. This could be for multiple things. It could be like another like anime course. Like it could be for what's the anime people want in the game. Um, One Piece, I guess. People want also like another wave of Attack on Titans, Dragon Ball. I'm trying to think of other stuff we have in the game. There's probably some other stuff, but those are like the main two I can think of right now. And then of course like the new the new animes like One Punch Man or not One Punch Man, One Piece. Sorry, but I have no idea what this could be. It was pretty cool, I guess. It might be Hercules. Now I think about it. I don't know though. We also have some news that Beyblade is coming to Fortnite. I guess it could be like the new Soul Shade scan, but other than that, like I don't really know how to feel about this. I never really like. I like knew what Blade was, like growing up or whatever, but I just like never really like bought any. I never watched like the show that was like on Disney Channel or whatever, or was it? I think it was either Disney Channel or Disney XD. Either way, I never watched it, so I just never really cared that much about it. But honestly, don't even know like what like this like could be about. I guess like if it's about like the show or whatever, it could be like with the characters and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But it's honestly not for me because I never really freaking watched Beyblade. I was gonna say Blade or something like that. Beyblade. Sorry, growing up as a kid. So yeah. We also have some new. Our first look at the Riven R2 car coming to Fortnite next update. Looks pretty cool, and this is what the car looks like in real life. So pretty cool, pretty accurate. And finally, for cosmetics, Fortnite Festival posted a car for Susie Hasamadi's birthday. So pretty cool. For Battle Royale, Team Foundation has increased rivalry progress today, but is still unable to catch up to Team Ice King, and Team Ice King might reach milestone 2 tonight. We also have some news that Team Foundation, jeez, has now hit 330 million points and locked the 7 cannon on the island. So from the time like this was taken on Sunday, Foundation was at 39.05% with 330 million 9,000 and 1,900 people. And Ice King was at 41.12% with 347,459,587 people. And based on those, 49,000 for Foundation, 49% for Foundation to 51% for Ice King. So pretty cool. And also, like Fire Monkey said, or no, Cena said, sorry. Team Ice King reached milestone 2, and Celebrity Pizza is now vaulted on that battle Royale. So pretty cool. We also have an update that Lady Windfrost NBC loot got modified from the Thunderburst SMG to a pistol. I don't know why, but that's kind of weird. We also have some leaks for weapons that the Brutus NBC loot was Brutus NBC Brutus NBC loot was modified. It used to be the Brutus Twin Hammer Shotgun, and now it's the Pinpoint Iron Pump Shotgun with 116 damage, 210 headshot damage, 5 magazine size, 0.88 fire rate, and 4.335 reload time. So pretty cool. And finally, we have a new mode being worked on. It is Fortnite Team Deathmatch mode. There's an official first-person team Deathmatch game mode coming soon. Classic rules: 2 teams of 6 on a new map. Different classes to select from, and it'll be some custom weapons like a sword that blocks damage. And we got early look at the loadout selection screen and the minimap radar view. Classes include the Assault, Infantry, Rush, Close Encounters, Breacher, Cowboy, Ranger, and Suppressive. And then we also have the map. So pretty cool. Honestly, it looks like a pretty fun mode, so can't wait for that to come out and then probably get removed like in a few months. Probably. That's like kind of foreshadowing something. For Monday, March 23rd, for Cosmetic class, we got Sheena addressing the Overwatch collab. Do I have to read all this? Use my voice about to die. I assume this post will be a bit longer than usual, so I'll get the most important stuff out the way. Yes, that's so real, but it looks like it may have been delayed. In private, people have some question marks about the collab, and I want to fill you in because I leaked this collab this collab will drop within 3 months, and the time frame is now about to pass. First of all, why was it leaked to drop within this time frame? At the time it was leaked, multiple reliable sources and leakers have heard about this collaboration. I won't go into too much details to avoid getting anyone in trouble, but one source gave me correct information on various collabs I previously leaked in late 2025 and early 2026. One will probably be Luna Snow and Magic, and every single one of those turned out to be real and have already been added to the game. The Overwatch collab is the only one that has yet to been added, maybe indicating a delay. The source also told me the exact skins will be in Fortnite, and other independent sources, including other leakers, verified these, adding further credibility to the source and the leak. Another leaker posted that Tracer will be part of the Battle Pass. Another person we all used to know until a while ago, also said the same thing about the collab being part of the Battle Pass. This obviously didn't happen, and people started speculating whether Tracer, was swapped out of the Battle Pass. I don't have an answer to that since I never had a deep conversation about Battle Pass tie-in with my sources. What now? I'll keep you updated once I hear actual new information about the collaboration. I don't believe this collaboration will get canceled because of leaks, but rather it seems to be pushed back or wasn't never intended for Battle Pass integration, or was mistaken for a Battle Pass collab and may play another part later into the season. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. Jeez, I can't talk. I mean, yeah, I know like Overwatch was like one of like the more like collabs that people were more excited for. Totally understandable and all that stuff. I'm honestly excited for it too, even though I don't really play Overwatch that much. I mean, like, get the predicted skins that come out. I'm pretty sure it was Tracer, Mercy. Was it? Frick, I can't think of the names right now. Genji, and I'm pretty sure there's one more. Let me just quickly search this up real fast. Jeez, I can't find anything. D.Va. So, D.Va, Tracer, Mercy, and Genji. I'm sure I'll probably have something to do, or like I'll probably like be tied into like the tournament things that Fortnite's been doing recently. Like for example, they did like a tournament thing for Daffy and Lola if you want like this week or whatever. I'm pretty sure, and they did one for the collab that came out earlier this week too. I can't think of it. The Game of Thrones ones. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense for that to happen. I guess like maybe like Diva and Trace are on one team, and then like Genji and wait, who I say Diva and Mercy. So Tracer and Genji on the other team. But I don't know, that's just my prediction, I guess. I guess it could be possible. I also saw other people like say some other like cool collabs that would be like that could be part of that. One being Homelander and Butcher for the boys collab, so I kind of hope that'll be a thing too, but who knows? But either way, it's kind of cool that like the Overwatch collab is not canceled, obviously, and I hope it comes very soon. Moving on, we also have a new visual issue with the Season X umbrella, where it shows this, and also is said to be fixed in the V40.10 update. Pretty cool. For Battle Royale, Fortnite posted a video for the Dill and the Brat. I should probably read this. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. We haven't spoken in 3 weeks. Every time he sees me, he takes aim. He knows it's a sensitive subject. Big Dill only cares about Big Dill's feelings. I've never seen you on this island before. Oh, they're freaking wrong. Is that a new song? I know they had like the other song like a few weeks ago. Well, either way, or a few weeks ago, a few seasons ago. Either way, pretty funny, I guess. Lego actually mentions the nothing, where Lego Fortnite says Avengers Assemble answered the call as two of Earth's mightiest heroes have arrived in Lego style, talking about Captain America and Iron Man. Let's Marvel Assemble. Either way, then Lego said they already defeated Ultron and Thanos. The nothing doesn't stand a chance. Also talking about kind of like the next big boss, so pretty exciting for that. We also have Team Foundation has reached milestone 2. The 7 cluster cannon is now involved in it, and it'll take some time for both teams to reach milestone 3. Pretty cool. We also have a Fortnite hotfix. So Fortnite status said we rolled out a new round of adjustments in Battle Royale. You can now hold up to 6 overdrive grenades and cover more ground. Reduce the initial storm circle size so your first storm circle won't close in as quickly. Fix incorrect mythic drops from certain activities and locations. You now have a slightly better chance of finding the 7 power gloves and chests, and gold bars now dress less abundantly. I can't speak. Abundantly. And we also have the Hypex broken down version for it. So overdrive grenade launch buff got increased by 17%. The overdrive grenade drop stack buff got increased from 2 to 3. And the other stuff was mentioned by Fortnite status, so pretty cool. We also have a prototype version of all the previous season weapons that were added this update. So image 1 is from Chapter 6, Season 4. So we have prototypes for the Bug Hunter dualies, the HMG, the EMP pistol, the Inky pistol, the laser guided rocket launcher, the Dragon Drum shotgun, and the tactical slug shotgun. Image 2 is Chapter 6 Season 2, where the ICAR, CQBAR, Lawless Triad AR, Dynamite Launcher, Lawless Gambler Shotgun, Lawless Blizzard Barrel Shotgun, the submachine gun, Lawless Hop Rocket SMG, Bolt Action Sniper Rifle, and the Lawless Gas Action Sniper Rifle. Image today for Chapter 7 Season 3 with the Chapter 7 Season 1 Burst AR, the Baked Potato Auto Shotgun, and the Baked Potato Pump Shotgun. And for Image 4 is for missed prototypes like Exotic, Reload, and Proto Cannon. Sorry, and then we had the Bouncing Sting Bomb, the Exotic Unstable Blink Pistol, the 7 Rifle, the 7 Cannon, the Gatekeeper Revolver, Exotic Unstable Blink Shotgun, Exotic Unstable SMG, and the Big Kaiju Gun. And then we also have some more prototypes. We have the prototype consumables like the Recon Grenade, Boombox, Fizz Mist Grenade, Ink Grenade, Small Slurp Juice, Drill Charge, Remote Explosive, Exotic Slap Chug Jug, Spicy Mist Grenade, and Supercharged Smoke Grenade. And then we have prototype at AGID, which is Ammo Pack, Tracking Visor, and Marksman Visor. So, what does this actually mean? I guess these are just, like, weapons that never got to, like, see the light of day, which a lot of them sound, like, pretty interesting, so I'm kind of sad, like, we didn't get them. We have some news that Epic jeez, can't think of it. At one point, Epic was testing a cardboard pistol for this season under the ID of WID Thermal Lance Cardboard. So I know like this was leaked like I think a few weeks ago. No, I think I leaked this like some leaker like posted this like last week for like new season or whatever, and like I talked about it. So is it canceled? Kind of sad because I thought like that was a pretty cool idea. We have an upcoming season 2 showdown mode or showdown weapon. Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown Weapon, the Scattered Shot Crossbow, Ice Crossbow, Shotgun, like explosive projectiles that activate at 100 meters, Belly Blaster Shotgun was turned into a Chaos Reloader Shotgun. So the damage is 50, headshot damage is 75, magazine size is 7, fire rate is 1.8, and real time is 2.47. So, pretty interesting, and it sounds pretty cool. I'm guessing it's also part of like the Ice King's like thing ever since like it's Ice King or like it's ice theme, so pretty cool I guess. We also have this where Fortnite status addresses door bashing. So we disabled the quality of life improvement the door bash open doors due to some inconsistent with them closing and are improving this to make sure it feels good. We're going to fix this up. We're going to fix this up and re-enable in a future update when it's more consistent. Bashing through closed doors is staying on and it's unaffected. So pretty cool. We also have Slapper piece has been enabled in vending machines. Pretty cool. They're also a really cool item in the season. And then Fortnite also posted Punch the Monkey and his new stuff. He has joined Team Foundation. Whoops. And they also posted that Bodega Cat, Bushwick Bodega Cat has joined Team Ice King. I don't know like who they're supposed to be honestly, but cool I guess. Maybe like they're like just famous pets or whatever, kind of like Grumpy Cat or whatever. I guess that's a decent example or decent comparison. For Lego, we also have, or for Lego Odyssey, we have an upcoming, or Lego Fortnite Odyssey is set to have a Ninjago Kraken event in the future. Pretty cool. And we also have some more information about it by Shadow Mindroid. A little more information on this. There will also be a new island based on the land of monsters. Initially, it was called the Darklands, and the monster Jimin Ogu will be a boss there. There will also be an Oni, but I'm not sure where they spawn as of yet. So, pretty interesting feature. I don't really play like Lego Odyssey that much anymore, so maybe this will get me to play a little bit more. Because honestly, it sounds like a cool feature. Might have to close out of this stuff. And for State of the World, we have a few things. Like, the State of the World free-to-play website event is currently at 63%. State of World still going free to play on April 16th. We'll say that now because I didn't get like update on this since. Okay, well it only went up 3%. That's 66. Would have been a little funnier if it was at 67, but whatever. But if you guys wanna join this or join this thing where you guys get a free spray, a free banner, and also a free hero when State of the World drops, just go to save-the-world.fortnite.com, and then you'll be at this website and just like sign up with your account, and then you'll be entered into the thing. I'm sure Fortnite might boost it a little bit. Like I feel like there's also been like a few times like where Fortnite has like boosted like some of like these like events in the past or whatever. I could be completely wrong, but maybe they did. I don't remember. But either way, I'm sure we're probably gonna get there before April 16th, which by the time we're recording this is about 4 weeks away. So yeah, we're probably gonna get it. Epic is also working on a skip. Okay, Epic is also working on a skip all button for the reward screen. In 14.0, they added a string for the reward screen called skip all. It's not being used yet, probably in a future update. Collect all and skip all are different things. Collect all will collect all for the reward box. Skip all will just skip everything. So, honestly, pretty cool. Like, I guess it's also super helpful because, like, if you get a lot of things or whatever, then, of course, like you don't want to like keep pressing X or whatever, or like pressing the screen or just whatever it is on like your console or whatever you play on. So it's honestly super helpful. And also there will be when State of the World goes free to play, it appears there will be special quests for playing State of the World as the following gameplay tag is mentioned in the files. Quest S40 State of the World promo Blue Glow. It's honestly pretty cool. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's probably going to be like some heroes. It'll probably be like maybe some weapons, some traps, just to let people like kind of get caught up, which is honestly really good. Alright guys, so for Tuesday, March 24th, I just vibing like the videos honestly going to change a little bit, obviously because we're going to go into like some darker news or like some deeper news or whatever. So I don't know if this is really gonna like affect like the outcome of like the rest of the video, but if it does, then I'm honestly just sorry. But we honestly need to talk about this because it's like honestly kind of big in the Fortnite world or whatever. So let's just start with like the lesser of the worst news, I guess. Where Fortnite announced that Rocket Racing, Ballistic, and Festival Battle Stations are gonna go offline. So they also released like this little blog post right here, and we're gonna go through the whole entire thing, and we'll be talking about it at the end. And maybe like I'll like talk a little bit about like in between. So for now, let's just talk about this. So we built a lot of Fortnite modes, and in some cases we failed to build something awesome enough to attract and regain a large player base. We're gonna shut down these modes down. We are going to shut these modes down on the schedule outlined below. We're grateful for everyone who played. Starting off with Rocket Racing, after 2 years of high-speed competition, Rocket Racing will leave Fortnite alongside with all the along with all UEFN islands built with Rocket Racing templates in October 2026. Wait, that's like, geez, that's like honestly kind of far away for now. Starting next week, Rocket Racing Quest will no longer be available, and the current track racing template will be removed from UEFN. There are no further rank rewards planned for the season. Nothing changes with your vehicle locker, and you can still use your customized cars in Fortnite. For developers building car content in April, we're adding car physics, hazards, and track building tools, including the track spine tool and speed boost devices, to the base UEFN toolset. Developers will also be able to build custom racing islands with jumps, boosts, and driftings. Before October, developers will be able to move compatible Rocket Racing content over to standalone UEFN islands. So obviously, like I feel like Rocket Racing, out of like the 3 modes that came out with like at the beginning of like chapter 5, I want to say it was, with Lego, Festival, and Rocket Racing. Rocket Racing was obviously like the least popular one of them all, I guess. Mostly because I don't see like my main problem with it was probably like I guess like it just honestly didn't like feel that good at some points. And also I just feel like it just wasn't really as good as like other racing games I played like from around that time, like before like other racing games I played like Sonic Racing, Cross Worlds, or Mario Kart World or whatever. Mario Kart 8 was like the only like racing game I really played around that time, and I just feel like that was like superior. I mean, like, of course, like we're like comparing like this to like a Nintendo game, which I feel like all the like most Nintendo games should be like good quality or whatever. Of course, like I feel like most of them are, other than like some racing games or not racing, it's like some sports games or whatever. But yeah, I just feel like Rocket Racing just wasn't really that good for me. I just honestly, maybe it's because I sucked at it honestly, but at the same time, I just didn't really like it that much. But it's honestly so sad though, because like I know like Rocket Racing sounds like a small community, it's people still like Rocket Racing, and it honestly just sucks a lot that like a mode that like for has been like building up for like a long time, but, like kind of just like failed, and like they're kind of forced to shut it down. And including on that, like also they kind of like just stopped caring about Rocket Racing like at like basically at the start. Like I remember like a few like months after like the after like Rocket Racing like got like new seasons or whatever, Fortnite just like completely like shut it down or whatever, saying like sorry that was like a burp or something. I don't even know what that was, but they like basically shut it down, saying like there's gonna be no new updates. So I don't know, it's kind of I feel like they just like gave up on it like pretty easily. Where's this link even lead to? Okay, cool. Moving on to the other mode, we got Ballistic. Ballistic will be removed from Fortnite on April 16th, 2026, and the 40.20 release. You can still play and rank up in Ballistic during its final weeks. For developers, first-person shooter tools and UEFN remain available, and FPS creator islands will continue to be supported. In order for developers to build more modes like Ballistic, more UEFN features will be required, such as a custom weapon support, rank support, and additional matchmaking feature. So Ballistic honestly was like super fun. I know a lot of people like the kind of like search and destroy kind of like first person, kind of like the Rainbow Six Siege like kind of like vibe of like the I'm just gonna hide the last one. You guys probably saw that already, but I know people like the kind of vibe of it, kind of like first person, like build your loadout, search and destroy. Something kind of like Rainbow Six Siege, I guess, a little bit, except like there's no like reinforcing all that stuff. But either way, like I know a lot of people actually love Ballistic. Honestly, I see like a lot of people like talk about it. I mean, I don't really know like the like really like the player count like in terms of it. Like I feel like it had like a decent amount from like what I saw at some points. Like maybe like if I had to like compare it, probably like around the same like amount of players on like festival main stage. Probably I would probably say. Like maybe like around like the 10s to 20s, maybe a little bit like lower than like 10K, like maybe I don't know, like 15 to 50. I would just say like 15 to like 20K or something like that. Like was probably like the amount of like people I always like saw people on it or whatever. So obviously people cared about it, people loved it, but I just feel like for this one, like Fortnite kind of like stopped caring about that one too. Because like I feel like we didn't really get many updates for it. Like the last like major update I remember like Ballistic getting was like when they added like the new like item or whatever that I made a video for. And also I'm pretty sure they had the drum gun too. But other than that, I don't remember like them doing like that big one updates. So honestly, this honestly kind of sucks a lot for that one to get removed too. And then for the final mode is Festival Battle Stages. Fortnite Festival consists of three music modes. Sorry, Festival Main Stage, one band with teams of up to 4 players, playing the Note Highway rhythm game. Fortnite Festival Jam Stage, Social Island with casual music emoting, and Festival Battle Stage, a PvP game where 4 teams of 4 players play Note Highway rhythm gameplay competitively. The Battle Stage competitive mode of Festival will go offline on April 16, 2026 with the 40.20 release, and the quest will be available until then. Music remains a major part of Fortnite and will continue to improve festival main stage and jam stage, and the music features that are available everywhere in Fortnite. So honestly, I feel like Ballistic or Ballistic, like I just feel like it didn't really like get the amount of love like Fortnite really wanted to get. My main problem with it was honestly like kind of like the difficulty, like the instrument like comparisons of people. Like if you guys ever played it, like I feel like for people that are kind of like not really as skilled as like the higher people, like it's honestly kind of like hard to like keep up. Mostly like due to like the fact that like based on like the difficulty and also like based on the instrument that people play, like it kind of was like easier or harder for people to like get higher like in the leaderboard or whatever, like in the game. Like if someone was playing like I don't know, easy mode, bass or whatever, compared to like someone playing like pro guitar or whatever, pro what's it called? Pro lead. Like I feel like the pro lead like got like more of an advantage. Oddly due to like the different like amount of notes, the amount of points you get, the difficulty, all that stuff. Like Fortnite, like in like the regular battle, like in the regular like main stage, like obviously that like plays a factor like a lot into like how many like points and like all that stuff you get, and like it goes like right in the battle stage too. Which actually like was we're supposed to like be getting like different like modes for it too. Like we're supposed to be getting like lead, bass, drums, and vocal modes for a battle stage. Which I remember like Beast leaking like a few times or whatever over like the past like few years or like the past like few times like during like Weekly Fortnite Recap. So I don't know like what happened to it. I definitely feel like that would have like made like more people play the mode a lot more. Would made like a lot more people actually like have fun, actually make it kind of fair. So I don't really know like what happened to that really. But I feel like instead of battle stage, maybe they should have gotten rid of a jam stage or whatever. Because I feel like that's like the same thing as like what Party Royale is doing, like where people just go in there and maybe kind of flex a little bit. I mean, I know it's supposed to like really like be like a mode where people could like mix up the music and all that stuff, like make like different like remixes or whatever. But one, you could do that like basically anywhere, and two, like it doesn't like I just feel like people don't really use it for that. Kind of like how people like were supposed to like use Party Royale to like hang with their friends and like do different activities like the concerts and like the movie nights that they did or whatever. But people just go there like flex and like honestly like date. So honestly like I don't know like why they still have that up. They should have gotten rid of what's it called Party Royale before like getting rid of any of this stuff. Because I feel like Party Royale is like the most least played mode in Fortnite compared to these. Of course, like Party Royale doesn't really have like a community or not community like doesn't really have like a developer working on it anymore compared to like people developing like Ballistic or people developing Festival, people developing Rocket Racing or whatever. But like instead of just like get rid of that to like cut budget, like this is like what that's about, honestly. But honestly, I have no idea. Honestly, it's sad that these three modes got rid of, or people these people got rid of these, or Epic got rid of these three modes. And also on top of that, Fortnite deleted both the Rocket Racing and the Rocket Racing status Twitter accounts. So if you click on them, of course, it says this account does not exist. So there's really gone, I guess, which sucks a lot. But like, what are we supposed to do about that? And then, of course, we have the worst news that we got out of this whole entire week, and not only the week, also the day. So we got from the Epic newsroom that Epic laid off some employees with this whole entire like document or what's the word I'm looking for? Um blog, whatever. Just saying like this. Today we're laying off over 1,000 Epic employees. I'm sorry we're here again. This downturn in Fortnite engagement that started in 2025 means we're spending significantly more than we're making. You have to make major cuts to keep the company funded. This layoff, together with over 500 million of identities, cost savings in contracting, marketing, and closing some open roles, put us in a more stable place. Some of the challenges we're facing are industry-wide challenges, slower growth, weaker spending, and tougher cost economies. Current consoles, selling less than last generations, and games competing for time against other increasingly engaging forms of entertainment. And some of our challenges are unique to Epic. Despite Fortnite remaining one of the most successful games in the world, we had challenges delivering consistent Fortnite magic with every season. We're only in the early stages of returning to mobile and optimizing Fortnite for the world's billions of smartphones. And in being, and then, and in being, she can't talk. And in being the industry vanguard, we have taken a lot of bullets in a battle which is only in the early days of paying off for ourselves and all developers. Since it's a thing now, I should note that the layoffs aren't related to AI to the extent that to the extent it improves productivity. We want to have as many awesome developers developing great content and tech as we can. What we now need what we God damn it. What we now need to do is build awesome Fortnite experiences with fresh seasonal content, gameplay, story, and live events. I wonder if they're actually gonna start doing that now. Accelerate developer tools with greater stability and capability as we evolve from Unreal Engine 5 and UEFN to Unreal Engine 6. And we'll be kicking off the next generation of Epic with huge launch plans towards the end of the year. This isn't our first time we're here. This isn't our first time being here. Epic survived upheaves in 1990s with more from. Oh my god. Epic survived upheaves in 1990 with the move from 2D to 3D with Unreal Engine or with Unreal 1. In the 2000s, building console games with Gear War, and in the 2012s, moving to online gaming with Paragon and Fortnite. Each time we rebuilt our foundation and earned a renewed leadership. We've rebuilt our position. We've rebuilt our foundation and earned a renewed leadership position. Gee, I can't talk sometimes. Market conditions today are the most extreme we've seen since those early days, with massive upheaves in the industry accomplished by massive opportunities for the companies that come out as winners on the other side. That's what we're aiming to do for our players, and we aim to build other more, and we aim to build, and we aim to bring, and we aim to bring other like-minded developers in the industry along on the journey to build an increasingly open and vibrant future entertainment together. As Epic, we pride ourselves in only hiring the industry's best, so it's very painful to part with so many talented people. The folks impacted by the layoffs will receive a severance package that includes at least 4 months of base pay, with more based on tenure. Gee, I can't talk. Well, more based on tenure. We're also extending Epic's paid healthcare coverages. For example, in the U.S., we receive paid coverage for 6 months. We'll also accelerate their stock options vesting through January 2027 and extended quality exercise options for up to 2 years. We have a company meeting Thursday to talk about the roadmap in more details. Tim. So honestly, this is just like super sad news. Honestly, it's honestly not fun to for people to get laid off. It's honestly not good that Epic's losing money and all that stuff. Saying that it's not that it's not based off or the layers aren't related to AI is pretty good. Of course, they could be lying. Honestly, who knows? But from their blog post saying it's not based off AI, that's a pretty good start. Also saying all this other stuff that honestly doesn't really matter. For example, this kind of doesn't really matter in this situation. Probably, I don't think so. At least, saying this, build awesome Fortnite experience with fresh seasonal content, gameplay, story, and live events. I feel all that stuff is really good for them to do. Obviously, continue to build out battle royale and all that stuff with all that stuff is really good, including like seasonal content, gameplay, and all that stuff. But of course, that's not really gonna help like with the money cuts. I guess what they really need to do is just like kind of chill on the collabs, I guess, and also like what a lot of people are also saying, like stop getting so much money to UEFN creators. Like you probably heard this like a million times if you guys like watch other YouTube videos on this or just like seen other stuff like on this on Twitter or whatever. But like of course like big big UEFN maps like Steel to Brain Rot, different red versus blue maps, all that stuff. They're getting a lot of money. With I'm pretty sure I probably search it up here. But like with stuff like Steel to Brain Rot or whatever, like having 23.7 billion minutes played, 5.4 million favorites, the all-time peak being like a million people or whatever. That obviously I get some money, which in total like earns them about 6.4 to 24.1 million, like which is a lot. That's like not going to like their own company. And of course like going to like whoever created this. Whoever did. Can't find a Furnings or whatever. But whoever created this is obviously getting like rich off this when like the money like should be going like into Epic or whatever. Of course, like it's good that like what they're trying to do with like Roblox, or, like trying to get like make a Roblox or whatever, create like cool experiences or whatever, like create like this kind of multiverse thing. But if it's losing them like this much money, and also like making them like have to like lay off people and like make budget cuts and all that stuff, then it's not really like worth it, honestly. I'd rather like the original Fortnite, like with like Battle Royale and OG, even like maybe like some other modes too, like OG, Ballistic, Festival, Lego, and all that stuff. Then like UEFM maps or whatever, like just like getting like this much money, like instead of like Fortnite like putting that into like their core modes, or not core modes, like just into like their modes in general. What the heck was that? It's sort of like a noise, I'm pretty sure. Maybe, actually no idea. But like, and honestly, just like make like I feel like you've just heard that like so much that at this point, like just like getting like kind of like old to like hear. Honestly, this is fine too. Like, of course, like it's sad that like people are like losing their jobs or whatever, but like, oh, sorry, this too. But like people like losing like their jobs, like of course, like it's decently good. I want to say that like, they're getting like up to 4 months of base pay. Like, of course, like that means like they're not gonna be like kind of screwed out of a job for like the next like few months or whatever. So yeah, but either way, it just still sucks a lot. Like, of course, like layoffs, like I said, aren't fun. Like losing your job isn't fun and all that stuff. I never knew any like employees from Epic like personally. Like most YouTube, like a lot of YouTubers do, like the bigger up ones or whatever. But like it still sucks a lot. Like it's sad, it sucks, and I just feel bad for them, honestly. We also have like some more news about it. So I think we already talked about this. Epic Games will give Impact. Yeah, we talked about that. So we actually have like some people that like got like laid off from Epic. One of them being the creator of Jonesy. Sorry for saying their name wrong, but Vi Vitali name Mushin. I'm sorry for saying your name wrong, okay? But like I'm just sorry, okay? I'm bad with names, honestly. But the creator Jonesy Vitali named Mushin, he sadly got like laid off. He said, "Well, this is weird. After 11 years, I find that I no longer work at Epic. It's been a wild ride, lots of ups and downs. Seeing Fortnite from pre-launch to today and being a part of making it happen was an experience of a lifetime. Seeing lots of similar posts out there, and I hope that everyone impacted by the layoffs lands on their feet. Best of luck to all the folks remaining at Epic. I am now open to work." We also have a full document list of people that got laid off from Epic. This coming from Evan Keeney, who was honestly like a beloved member in like the Fortnite community online. He like also, I'm pretty sure from like what I heard or saw that like he also like tweet or like he did like some secret stuff like in this like in seasons, live events and all that stuff. So honestly, super sad to see him go. I'm not gonna say every like name on this list because like we're gonna be here for like hours on or like for an extra hour if I do this. Especially with me like going through like all the names like one by one. And me I probably mispronouncing them. But you know, seeing like all these people like getting laid off from like laid off like is honestly like super sad. Especially people like, for example, Dwayne Martin, who has 10 years plus in animation at Epic Games. There are people who've been there for like a super long time and like just now getting like laid off like just because like some stupid changes like Epic or whatever. And even like people like Rick Cody who worked at Harmonix, which I'm pretty sure means like he also like he worked on a festival. Like no like modes like getting like getting wait, is Phoenix? No, Harmonix is a festival. Yeah, but like and then also like Matthew Barnes who worked at who worked for Rocket League, which he probably worked on Rocket Racing too. But like I said, like no like modes like out of the picture or whatever, like Fall Guys, the Unreal Engine. Like just no like everyone just like the I don't God, I'm trying to speak, okay? I'm so tired. It's like 3 o'clock. But a lot of people like getting like fired, like no matter like what role they're in. This is honestly sad and I just hate to see it like from all these people. I doubt anyone who's watching this is like an actual like is a game developer or like works at like something else. But if you guys like but if you guys like can or just like if you guys like see like anybody and like you think like they're gonna be good for the job, just please like try and hire them as like for whatever like they're like capable of, honestly. Because honestly, it just like sucks to see like all these people like gone or whatever, or like gone or laid off. That like all these like talented people too, because I feel like all these people that like made up like Fortnite or whatever. It's honestly like just sad that like a lot of them are gone. And I'm gonna keep like saying that over and over again, but it's honestly like just true. Like all these talented people who like worked on Epic for the past like over like could be like for like 1 year up to like maybe even like 10 years or whatever. Like when Epic like or when Fortnite like first launched and like they're just laid off. It's just sad. I just kind of wish like I knew like a few of these people. Like of course like if I was a bigger YouTuber, I probably like wouldn't like knew some of them or whatever. But me as being like some unknown like YouTuber like with like 2,000 subs, like I just like had no connection at all, which yeah, this makes me sad too. Oh, that's on the list. But we also have some more news about people that got laid off. That the create. We already talked about that. What am I saying? So Ted Timmons is still with Epic. A lot of people are worried about him because like he like hasn't tweeted in a while ever since the announcement or whatever or announcement. Oh, we're also like kind of lumping like all like the layoff news into like one. So like this is from like March 26th, which is on Thursday. Of course, we're still talking about Tuesday and like the week for a recap, but we're just kind of lumping it all together, so I don't have to like keep coming back to it. But like ever since like the layoff news, like Ted like kind of like stayed quiet. A lot of people were kind of worried about him. He started tweeting on his account like a while, talking about like just like kind of like other stuff like happening in the community. Just tweeting about Fortnite. He is also a design director for Fortnite. So, it's honestly pretty like cool that like he's like staying and like he could like kind of like keep the game in place hopefully. And then also we talked about this. Tim Sweeney has stated that no, we didn't talk about this. Tim Sweeney has stated this in terms of the future in Fortnite. Well, we know we did talk about this. Alright, so no, we already talked about that. That's like the first like sentence like about like what we need to like do. But like I'm just gonna say it one more time. All these like amazing people at Epic Games like getting release from released from like their job or whatever is super sad. All these like talented people that like made Fortnite for example, like 11 years. It's just honestly like sad and like just honestly just like the worst thing ever. Of course, um like I get like the reason like why Epic like needs to do it. Obviously, is like to like save money or whatever because like they like lost all the money, but like just still like it just sucks that they had to do it like this and all like these amazing people just got released. It's gonna feel kind of weird to like go for like, the rest of this podcast of like talk after like this horrible news, but we keep going and just wanted to like get this whole entire like, segment out the way. Honestly, but anyway, moving on from this horrible news. Honestly, um, Daffy and Lola are coming to Fortnite on Thursday. Both skins have styles, and the bundle got revealed in 24 hours. I guess we'll talk about the cosmetics because like they're in the shop now, and of course like they released already, so let's talk about them now. So in the Daffy and Lola bundle, we have the Daffy Duck skin with the Toon Squad Daffy style. We have the Duck Dodgers Rocket back bling. We also have the Lola Bunny skin with the Toon Squad Lola outfit. And Bunny Hobbs back bling. The quacking up emote. Super cool emote, I guess. Then we have the Lola's Game Ball pickaxe. And we have the Golden Daffy pickaxe. And all the stuff is staying until what was that, April 6th. So pretty cool. Moving on to Wednesday, March 25th. There's not even any news for this day. We like just only have like scrap stuff. So we have some scrap Chapter 6 Season 4 key art. Pretty cool. We also have this one too. Honestly, I feel like this is like the bug season, so I feel like this season like would work like pretty well with Helldiver skins. Kind of sad we didn't get that. We have some scrap bugs for Chapter 6 Season 4. So we have single minion cluster, spore dispenser, colonizing agent, and blooming insect. I cannot read that. Xeno, gel bowl, potentially dangerous, variously useful resources. Fertilizes and generates new dispensers. I can't read the most of the stuff because it's like so small. And we also have mycelial network, ecosystem, modular. Geez, I can't talk. Element and nutrient cycling. Geez, I can't talk. Reproductive and development cycle, insect goo fertilizer. That's kind of cool, like a cool feature, like the cycle of a bug. Cool. Then we have the eggs, the cycling stage, and we have bugs, and someone switching the bugs, which, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, like, honestly, it would have been a cool feature for Chapter 6. Kind of sad we didn't get that. We also have some rideable bugs, or a rideable bug scrap feature. Would have been super cool, honestly. I felt like that would have been, like, a pretty cool part of, like, Chapter 6. Season 4. We have Scrap Goose Slime Shooter. Looks pretty cool. So looks like you could like pick up the fast reloading by suctioning eggs. Immobilizing. I can't talk. Immobilizing enemies temporarily, creates trampolines, and can be reloaded using eggs. Pretty cool. We have a scrapped galactic battle place. Looks pretty cool. We have news or a scrap feature that the train was supposed to be wrecked, or the train was supposed to return and wreck with this design. Pretty cool. We also have a scrap wreck vehicle. I mean, it honestly looks pretty fun. Like all like the guns on it, but I feel like a lot of people like would have freaking cried over it. But honestly, it would have been pretty cool too. For the Simpsons season, we have a scrap skateboard for the Simpsons season. So it looks like we have or a scrap skateboard. Sorry. So it looks like we're supposed to get a fan for it, maybe some hair blowers, some rocket power, fire extinguisher, some type of feature like wrist thing. Well, it's been super fun, honestly. I'm kind of sad we didn't get that either. We also have a scrap Simpsons map key art. Pretty cool. Honestly, it doesn't look like that different from like how the map how it actually was. Honestly, except like it's like floating. So pretty cool. And then we also have a scrap Maggie backbling, which honestly I feel like one like have gotten at in the game mostly because like you're basically like shooting the baby. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But it's still like a pretty cool feature. Like I know we got Maggie like from the like in the jeez, I can't talk. We got like Maggie like part of the glider or whatever, so like it makes a lot of sense. Like that we didn't get this, but honestly like, the glider's probably better than the freaking backbling. And we also have one more piece of news for Wednesday. We got some news on Middle East servers, where Fortnite seems to have switched the Middle East server region from Bahrain. I can't talk. Bahrain to Mumbai, India. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that because like I'm not like in the Middle East servers, but I don't know. Hopefully it's better, I guess. We have a lot of news for Thursday, so I'm just gonna actually. What time is it? Yeah, I'm just gonna say this for tomorrow, like when I do like the rest of this. So stay tuned for Thursday, March 26th. We actually have the shop video for the cosmetics and collabs coming out. So we have Daffy Duck and Lola Bunny on March 26th. We already went for the cosmetics. We had the Hercules bundle with Hercules and I forgot their names. I know it's Hades, but I don't remember her name. On March 28th. Rivals R1S on March 26th. Roses and Ruin on March 27th. Howley Sky. Sorry, my freaking thing went off to feed my cat. Howley Sky on March 29th. And Healy Kicks on March 26th. Pretty cool. We also have Well, actually, we don't need that. Sorry. We have a trailer for Hercules. Can we get copyright strike for this? Maybe. Or pretty cool. Might as well also go over to cosmetics now because, like, you know, they're coming to the shop later today from the time we're recording this. So we have the Hercules skin. We have the Hades Lord of the Dead skin. And we have Megara. I haven't watched Hercules in like years. I honestly forgot how to say their names. We have the Hades Staff Pickaxe. Blooming Cherub Pickaxe. The Olympian Shield Pickaxe. Underworld Poison Backbling. Muses. Jeez, I can't talk. Amphora Backbling. And the Herc Mantle Backbling with Universal and Fitted. Obviously, like, to work with Hercules a lot better. Then we have the emotes. We have the Underworld Anger emote for Hades. It's also glitched for some reason, like where where the face expressions don't like work for some reason, so it's kind of weird. And then we have the Herc's Feet emote. Pretty fun emote. We also might as well go over we already went over these skins last week, but Aranza skin. That's in the shop now that I think about it. The Sonny skin. And the Rosalind skin. With their back blings, pickaxes, kicks, emote, loading screen, whatever. You guys get the idea. So overall pretty cool. We also have a different version of last week's weekly shop reset or weekly shop video where they showed the 007's Aston Martin DBS car and the Adam Smasher Cyberpunk 2027 skin. So of course, like, all this stuff like either left the shop by now or already came out to the shop, like Peak, Captain America and Iron Man, Elite Hope, whatever. The 007 Aston Martin DBS, which I guess was supposed to come out on March 19th, but got delayed or something, I guess. Empress Cat, which we already saw. The Adam Smasher skin, which was supposed to come out on March 28th, is currently unknown when it's actually going to come out to the shop. But for some reason, it got, like, delayed or maybe scrapped. I doubt it got scrapped, but probably just, like, delayed to, like, a future date. And I think all the rest of the stuff. So, honestly, kind of weird. And this also comes from the official Peak Discord. So, they got a different version from, like, the version that Fortnite posted for some reason, which is weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Anyway, Fortnite teases a Lachona emote, or Los Tucanes de Tujana. Sorry for saying that name wrong. But I'm gonna get copyright strike for that. Pretty cool. We have some information on the Super Meat Boy collaboration. The game just got a March 31st release date. There's still one unknown sidekick encrypted, and a collaboration was teased 2 weeks ago. I mean, I assume, like, if we do get, like, a collaboration with Meat Boy or whatever, it's gonna be a sidekick due to his size. But, I mean, honestly, it doesn't make the most sense, unless I want to, like, stretch his skin or something. But a sidekick probably makes, like, the most sense, so pretty cool. We also have, Payday is teasing a collaboration, saying, "Hey, Heisters, I'm hearing a lot of interest about the idea of the game dropping into Fortnite, so tell us, what do you like to see happen?" I definitely feel like, I mean, over the past, like, few years, I feel like this has been going on for, like, the past, like, maybe 4 or 5 years, something like that, like, Payday's been, like, teasing, like, a collaboration with Fortnite, but we just never gotten it. I mean, honestly, I feel like this also started, like, before I started doing Weekly Fortnite Recaps, so I have no idea, honestly. This is honestly super, like, weird, and I don't know if you're ever going to do, like, a collaboration. And then Fortnite officially announces the April crew pack, Sakura, which we already went over last week, but it's still pretty cool. For Battle Royale, Fortnite announces a free pickaxe you can get by getting a win. You guys can get the Soft Roller Pickaxe by getting a win between when this was posted March 26th up to March 30th, which is on Monday. So you guys have the rest of this day, and you guys have until Monday at 8 a.m. to get a win to get this pickaxe. I just want to see like if it's actually in here. Here it is. The soft roller pickaxe. So pretty cool. You know, let's get people to like play the game a lot more, I guess. So yeah, I guess it's whatever. Also, Fortnite updated XP from the Rivals vending machines, where now you could get 20,000 XP instead of 5,000 per day. So pretty cool. For some reason, like Festival like posted this like the day of, but we got the weekly jam track. We got Dance, Macabre. Sorry, I'm probably saying that wrong. Or Ghost by Dance Macabre. No, Dance Macabre by Ghost. Sorry guys, I'm freaking tired a little bit. Which came to the game the same day that this was posted. Don't know like why like they waited like from Tuesday. Tuesday's also the day like all the bad news like came out, like the layoffs and also like the modes getting like removed or whatever. So no idea if that has anything to do with it, or like they just like forgot or something. I don't know what happens behind the scenes of Fortnite, but pretty weird, I guess. So yeah, we also have like the information about it. We have it was added on January 5th, 2026. It was added to AP on that day, and also it is 4 lead, 3 bass, 3 drums, 3 3 vocals, and 4 pro lead, 3 pro bass, 3 pro drums, and 3 pro vocals. So pretty cool. For rank progression, Fortnite's reload rank progression will merge on April 1st, and also for UEFN. Epic Games has begun postponing the scheduled release dates for a lot of UEFN features. So Persistent Snapshots got delayed from quarter 1 to quarter 2. New Virtual Machine got delayed from quarter 1 to quarter 2. Expanded ability to pass data from verse to UI widgets got delayed to quarter 2. Skill-based matchmaking got delayed to quarter 3. Cerebral Weak Map got delayed to quarter 3. Remove no rollbacks got delayed to quarter 3. Verse leaderboard beta got delayed to quarter 3. And that's it, actually. Honestly, this could be like mostly like based off the layoffs or whatever, I guess, which is honestly kind of sad. I know we're kind of going back to this a little bit, but it's honestly sad that like the game's like gonna kind of be like falling apart like kind of slowly with like all like the people like leaving. Like something I didn't mention, like the like when I recorded or like when like I was like talking about the layoffs. The game is honestly kind of buggy right now. Like I don't know if it's just me, but like when like but sometimes like at the start of a game or whatever, like the game just like freezes for a little bit, like for like maybe 1-2 seconds or whatever. I don't know if it's just me that's doing it or whatever, but honestly it's just like honestly weird and annoying. I feel like there's like probably like maybe 1 or 2 times like where I maybe died to someone because of that. Either that or like I just like took some damage and maybe I killed him because it was a bot or something, but it's honestly just like so like annoying, and like I don't know if it's like if or when Epic gonna fix it, or like if like the people like that were gonna fix it or working on that type of stuff got laid off or whatever, but honestly I just find it super annoying. So I don't know, hopefully like all the bugs and all this stuff like doesn't get really impacted by like the layoffs, but it probably has already. For Friday, March 27th, we have another trailer for Hercules. I don't know if this is copyrighted, but if it's copyrighted, you guys will like hear like some freaking like audio like changes or whatever. Pretty cool trailer. We also have some news about the Hercules jam tracks we're getting. So we're gonna be getting 2 jam tracks. We're gonna get I Won't Say I'm in Love, which got added on February 26, 2026. And it's 4 lead, 3 bass, 4 drums, and 4 vocals. and 4 pro lead, 3 pro bass, 4 pro drums, and 5. Is that 6? No, 5 pro vocals. Then we also got Zero to Hero, which got added on the same date, February 26, 2026. And it is 6 lead, 5 bass, 4 drums, and 6 vocals, and 6 pro lead, 5 pro bass, 4 pro drums, and 7 pro vocals. So pretty cool. I don't remember which one it is. All I remember is like the only song I can remember from like Hercules is like the beginning one, like where the people are singing about Hercules before like we actually like get into the movie. I'm pretty sure. So I think one of them is it, and probably the Zero to Hour one or Zero to Hero, and maybe also like I also remember like Hercules like singing a song like before like he goes on an adventure to like find like his was it dad or something. I need to rewatch Hercules. Honestly, I haven't watched Hercules in a while. Last time I actually remember like watching Hercules was I'm pretty sure like in school like the movie was just like being played like on like a in an auditorium. So yeah, that's I think that was like back in like middle school or something. I probably could have watched it a little bit, but other than that, it's like the last time I remember like watching Hercules. But honestly, pretty cool songs, I guess. We also have some encrypted file updates. So we have all remaining encrypted files in the update. We have Adam Smasher from Cyberpunk, Super Meat Boy, Apple Skin Happy Tar Tycoon, Buzzin Icon Skin, and Likely Locker Bundle. So pretty cool. We also have an update on the Disney Universe. Epic Games president Adam Sussman says the Disney X Fortnite Universe vision is unchanged despite layoffs and $500 million in cuts. Okay. Like I just feel like the Disney, like now that like this whole entire thing's like happening, I just have a bad feeling that the Disney Universe might fail, might be a waste of like what was it, $1 billion or whatever it was. I hope not, but at the same time, I just have a bad feeling it will be. Come back to this video if it actually is. And also, we have the Kazuna AI X Fortnite UE fan concert. Hello Fortnite is live and we will experience it at any time. Here's a map code 309306762570. It was created by Alich Studio. And we also have the full video here. I'm not gonna play due to copyright. But it looks super cool. I still don't know like why like she got a concert or whatever. Like I guess she might do like some music sometimes, but she's also like from what I like heard about her, I'm pretty sure she's a VTuber or whatever. So like I don't know, maybe she does make music sometimes. I don't know. I never heard of her before Fortnite, but honestly so pretty cool. For Battle Royale, we have the Power Hour that happened on Saturday, March 28th at 3:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. All players start the match with the Ice King Gauntlets and an epic Vector 7 DMR. You earn double rival credits for every. You earn double rival credits for every rivalry won during the Power Hour. Showdown contribute. Oh my god. Showdown contribution. Showdown contribute. God damn it. Contributions. Wait, you guys get the idea. For every chosen team are temporarily boosted. And also this weekend, earn the soft roller Pickaxe granted at a later date by getting a Victory Royale and Battle Royale March 30th at 8 p.m. Complete with paint splash effects on every swing. So pretty cool. Also, I don't know if I said this like in the original thing, but you get it. But like you get it on Monday. I'm pretty sure when it's over or a later date. I don't know. Ice King reached milestone 3. The stabilize the rift anomaly has been added to Fortnite. So it looks like we have like these little like Dark Voyager like cradle things or whatever. There's the loot rift to get the Chains of Hades. I don't know if this is copyright or not, but I'm just gonna assume it's not. We got the grapple blade, Chains of Hades. So pretty cool. We also have unvaulted items in the rift anomalies. So, the Chains of Hades, Grapple Blade, the Kneecapper, Typhoon Blade, Thrones of Vampiric Blade, Baron's Double Down Pistol, Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle, and the Modular Gatekeeper Shotgun, and the Explosive Repeater Rifle. Pretty cool. And for reload, the Legendary Royale is now enabled with a 100% spawn chance in reload. So pretty cool. Alright, I'll come back to you guys later today for the rest of the news. Alright guys, we're back with today, or with like the rest of today. So, for Saturday, March 28th, we have some cosmetics. So, for the Tung Tung Tunks, the Horror Skin, and Ballerina, Cappuccini, whatever heck you want to call it, skins, are rumored to drop on April 1st. Honestly, this is like kind of like for April Fool's Day, so like ha ha ha, funny joke. Here's a freaking meme skin. You know, like we used to like get some actual like guts skins for April 1st. Like we got Diamond Hands, which was a recreation or like a little bit of like a rip-off version of the Stonks meme, which is honestly really cool. I like that one a lot. I thought that one was pretty cool. We also got like one like Rickroll like skin like that kind of came out, or like the skin that was like teased for like the Rickroll emote or whatever. Like some fish with like 4 arms that I said like was gonna give you like double XP or something. And then like it turned out to be like a Rickroll, which was pretty funny. I think it came out on April 1st, right? I should check it real fast. What's the one called? Never Gonna? Release. Never mind. I thought it came out April 1st. Alright, never mind then. But either way, like, oh, and also like in older seasons, like when I didn't play, like, of course, like they also like changed like the shockwaves, or not shockwaves, impulses. They also did other stuff, which I don't remember. But I feel like this is like just such a weird like April 1st joke. I get like what they're trying to do and all that stuff. At the same time, I just don't really like it that much. You know what it is though. We had some news on the Bloons TD collab. We got a trailer from Ninja Kiwi Games. Trying to change the volume, but it's not letting me for some reason. So they announced that the Dart Monkey Sidekick is coming out April 23rd. Honestly, super cool. I kind of expected like either a sidekick like for one of the monkeys to come to the game, or probably like the other option I could probably saw was like a stretched out like Dart Monkey or whatever as a skin. But you know what, I get a sidekick for a monkey is honestly really cool, and I like it a lot. It's a really cool sidekick. It's a really cool game too. I'm sure a lot of people like know what Bloons TD is. They probably grew up on it, so it's honestly super cool. I'm honestly excited for it. And April 23rd, which is from the time I'm recording this, like 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks away. So kind of crazy, I guess, but overall pretty cool collab. We have a leaked Season 8 OG glider. We have the Pirate Peak. Honestly, like, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty cool. I don't really see like anyone really using it though, because like, you know, it's like kind of big and like kind of like chunky, I guess. But overall, it's a pretty cool like thing. We see like the pirate theme, like the lava theme, with some gold. And honestly, like a pretty cool like glider. And then we also had the Black Heart remix Pickaxe skin leak. Honestly, super cool because of you know, like it's a cool pickaxe. I feel like we like with all the pirate stuff we got, or like the little pirate stuff we got, like I feel like this is like a cool like pickaxe for us to like actually kind of get. Like a hook for like a hand is like honestly really cool. First, we didn't get that for like Pirates of the Caribbean. I feel like that pickaxe or that club was like mostly filled with like swords as pickaxes. Either way, it's still pretty cool. Don't know why my phone's vibrating so much. For Battle Royale, the Foundation reached milestone 3, and the Foundation Rift Rifle is now in the Battle Royale, what you get by hiring the Foundation NPC and then getting 3 eliminations. Pretty cool. We also have How to Get It from Lulo, where... Alright, it sounds like what we already said. And we also got the Power Hour Live, which we talked about a little bit earlier. So, of course, start with the Ice King's Gauntlet to Epic DMR, 2 times rival credits for for every rivalry run. Rivalry 1. And showdown contributions are boosted. And reminder, winning a match grants you the soft roller pickaxe this weekend. So, pretty cool. It's kind of weird that they did like both on Saturday. Like usually, like the past like few times I did like power hours, it was easy like Saturday. Then like they did one like early in the morning at like 10 o'clock or whatever. But this time like they're doing like both of them on Saturday, which is kind of weird. I mean like that's kind of weird like these times. Like I get like this one's like normal time. They usually do it like a little bit like after like a little bit in the afternoon, like probably like around like 2-3 o'clock or whatever. But since I guess like they did like 2 in a day, like they did just later in the day, like 9:30 to 10:30. I mean it's Saturday, so I feel like a lot of people are like staying up playing Fortnite or whatever because they don't have like school tomorrow. So it's whatever, but overall it's pretty cool. And then also and then for like the final news, we have like a little bit of like sadder news, like a little bit back to like the layoffs. So apparently, one of the people laid off in Thursday's Fortnite layoffs, Michael Prinkle, or Prinky. Sorry, I'm probably saying that wrong, so I'm sorry. Is a terminal brain cancer patient. His wife, Jenny Griffin, expressed in a heartbreaking Facebook post that being laid off from Epic meant that Michael lost his life insurance. His family is now facing the reality of what type of funeral / burial I can afford, how I keep a roof over our heads, how I protect our son, and the life we built together. Honestly, this going back to like the whole entire layoff thing, like this whole entire thing is sad. Like, you know, like people like lost their jobs, like their source of like income and all that stuff, and for like for people like they're having like troubles like this, or just like in general like troubles like this outside of this too, like this is honestly just super sad. Obviously, sorry I can't talk. Like of course like money, like you need to like kind of I guess like I don't really know like what words to really use. I guess like treat or help, or even like in some cases beat, or survive with like money, like for like buying a house, like you know like if you're like you don't have like that much money in general, like just anything I guess outside of this and this in general, like it's honestly like you honestly need money, and like you know like getting fired or getting laid off just sucks because like of course like you don't get money anymore. So yeah, honestly just like feels super bad, like it's just super sad and all that stuff. Like these layoffs like really affect a lot of people's lives for like losing their job, and just it's honestly just super sad, especially like considering like Epic like probably could have like prevented this like years ago, or just like whenever. But like we're here now, like where Epic like just laid off a bunch of people, which I'm gonna say one more time, it's super sad. Well, I think it kind of sucks. I'm ending this episode on like a kind of sad note. So if you guys want to help him, like there's a Facebook link here. Let me just make sure like I'm not like doing anything if I click on it. No, we're good. Here's the original post. I can read the whole. I can read the thing too. Make some water because my mouth's a little dry. Alright. I never imagined I would be writing something like this. My husband Mike was recently laid off, along with over 1,000 others at Epic Games. What makes this different for our family is that Mike is currently fighting terminal brain cancer. Because of the layoff, we didn't just lose income; we lost his life insurance. And because I can't talk. And because his condition is now considered a pre-existing condition, he can't get new coverage. So now, as I face the reality of losing my husband, but also facing the reality of what type of funeral / burial I can afford, how I'll keep a roof over our heads, how I will protect our son and in the life we built together, what will happen to our dogs. I truly believe that if the people who made this decision understood the full and human impact, they would not have attended this income. Mike is not just a number. He is a father, a husband, a person deeply loved. I'm sharing this in hopes that it reaches the right people. If you work at or know someone connected to Mike's former employees, please help the story reach them. If you can't, please share. We are running out of time. I'm trying everything I can to protect my family while I still have him here with us. Thank you for reading. So once again, honestly, like just super sad. Like this, like being impacted by like someone losing their job, like Epic Games. It just honestly like is the worst thing like for anyone to really experience. I don't even know like what else to say anymore. It just sucks. And I honestly hate ending like this episode week from a recap on like a sad note and all that stuff. But of course, this needs to be like seen and heard. Also, this needs to like be like shown to people to show like how like epic how like the layoffs like impacted people's lives too. It's honestly sad. But if you guys enjoy, it doesn't feel right like doing like an outro. Honestly, it really doesn't, and I hate it. You know, just have a good day. Do all this, if you guys like enjoy all this stuff, you guys already know this stuff. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Honestly, pray for everyone at Epic Games that lost their jobs or got laid off because like, just they lost their jobs and like it just sucks a lot for all of them. And I'll say next time, goodbye.